London 1802, written by William Wordsworth. In the bracket you have seen that it is dedicated to, it mentions to whom? To Milton. That's why you should know who is Milton actually. Then let us go to the poem. How many lines are there? You have seen that there are 8 lines, and that's why we can say that this is a octave. And if you analyze the meter, you must see that this is the iambic pentameter. Okay, you yourself do it at home. And the rhyme scheme, you can easily will see that our A B B A B B A. So A B B A B B A. This is called the Petrarchan sonnet, because Petrarchan sonnet refers to the similar rhyme scheme. Okay. First one, Milton, thou shouldst be living at this hour. Milton. Here the speaker addresses to whom? Milton. Apostrophe. It's an apostrophe, obviously and undoubtedly. At the same time, it is an allusion. Allusion means what? A close reference with a established thing. And there are how many references? 4 references. First of all, biblical reference. Second one, historical. Third one, literary allusion. And fourth one is cultural references. So what type of allusion is it, Milton? Is it historical or something else?
Historical.
A literary. Obviously, he is a literary figure to us. Okay? You can say that he is a historical, no doubt. But mostly he is known as a literary figure. That's why you must say that he is a literary allusion. And why it is an apostrophe? Because
you mentioned 4
types of allusion.
Biblical, historical, literary, and the fourth one is
cultural. Okay. So why it is an apostrophe? Because from the time frame, a time gap of between Milton and Wordsworth, we have seen that Milton died 100 years back of the birth of William Wordsworth. So he is a dead person. We know that allusion means whenever you are addressing a dead person or who is absent or non-human being, seems to be that they are responding to you whenever we say them. Milton, thou shouldst be living at this hour. Okay, now, this moment, we need you. It means Milton is in front of the speaker, seems to be that. Okay. Then, England has need of thee. To whom need the England? England needs Milton. Has need of thee. Thee means you means here Milton. Here England doesn't need anyone else, but the people of England need. So here England refers to the people of England. Here the England doesn't refer to the land of the such a place. Okay, it indicates people of such a place. She is fan of stagnant water. She is fan of stagnant water. She means here
London.
And you see that waters. We know that water is always uncountable, and uncountable should not be treated as a plural. But here waters. What does it mean by the waters?
What is the people, sir?
People are the
environment.
The sources of water. The source of water. Here the sources of water means what?
The power.
The power or the shipments and movements, motions. We have already motions. Without having any motions, you cannot develop. For the gradual development, there must have some motion as well. So here water refers to something else. Okay. Here waters doesn't refer to the liquid substance. Then where it is stagnant? Altar. Here altar refers to what?
Religion.
Religion. In religion, once upon they were sound.
Yes.
Whenever we read Gulliver Travels, we see that there is a clear word, fragmentations or clear separation. One side believes what? Roman Catholic, another believe in Protestant. Okay? So that's why there is a conflict. Altar refers to the religion. And sword refers to what? Strength, military, arms. Okay? So to protect your country, to conquer the other land, you must have the power. They have lost it. They are now weak. And pen indicates what? Literature, educated, intellectuals as well. Okay? You can say the educated one, intellectuals one, all literary figures as well. Once upon they were flourished, they were established in this area, but nowadays they are stagnant. And Fireside in the homely side as well. The heroic well of well. These symbolizes what? Your achievement. Why? For example, a hall, Sompur Bihar, or you can say that Karjan Hall. These refer to what? The historical achievement of you. Yes. Similarly, what? There is no what? Heroic wealth of hall. These are absent nowadays. Nowadays there is no achievement. That's why we are just only uttering which one? Recalling the previous things, but there is nothing new achievement. Next, dower have forfeited their ancient England dower of inward happiness. What's happened? They had the inward happiness. Now it is they may have usual like ourselves. In 1990s, 1980s, the people had no money, but they had the inner happiness. There is no conflict. People could trust each other. They had believed each other. But nowadays we see that we cannot trust each other. We cannot. We haven't any relation with the other. We are the completely selfish and separated from each other. Okay. Similarly, English condition is there. They have no inner happiness. We are selfish men. We are selfish men. You know that. Whenever a nation, a people are what? People are selfish. They should not treat it as civilized one. Should we call them civilized? No. Next, oh, raise us up. To whom he is requesting now to raise up them.
Milton.
Milton. He requests them. Okay. And return us to again. Return us to again. So this line indicates that here the speaker speaks from whose point of view? First person point of view, because he says that ask us. Okay. It means that it indicates that here the speaker, he himself is speaking, requesting there. Okay. Not from the third person point of view. Return to us again. And what? Give us manners. Give us manners. Once upon they behaved well. Their attitude were remarkable. Nowadays they have lost it. That's why mannerism to be taught by Milton. In the time of Milton, the people might have a what? Cooperated with other, were very friendly. But nowadays may not be. And virtue, they have lost their virtue. That's why Milton is requested to give them what? Give them lesson. Yes. About virtue. Freedom. What type of freedom? Their country is independent, but freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of something else. Yes. The personal freedom, collective freedom is not existed in England in that time, in the age of Wordsworth. That's why he is requesting Milton that what you enjoyed in your time, please try to ensure it in our period as well. And last one is what? Power. Power of which one? Not to dominate some other else, not to dominate, but to exchange your own ideas, to nourish yourself. So you need an environment. So this is the first.
Sir.
Yes, sir, please.
The heroic wealth of all. That means here, I can say that the king and the knights. King and knights.
Nice. Yes, you can say.
And you say that this one is speaker is first
person point of view, he reveals a bit.
Reveals, but second person, second person point of view.
Is there any existence in second person? There are two types of point of view, either third person point of view or the first person point of view. There is no existence of second point of view.
I'm saying that second person point of view, that means addresses to the dead poet John Milton.
John Milton. Here, I address someone else. For example, now I say that Nozul, we need you very much. So here, at the very first word, we indicates that I am here. It is the first person point of view. Okay? So, is it clear now? Have you understood the main aspects? Where? And now we see something else. First you see that this is a word, run on line. This is a word, run on line. How? She is a friend. It is not a complete sentence. So that's why you need to go to the second one. Okay. And you see that this is word. There are which one? We are selfish men. This is and is top line. The complete sense is given there. At the same time, have you got any caesura as well? First of all, you can see, just come here, raise us up because of it, and there are two portions, raise us up, return to us again. At the same time, we can say that this is what? Parallelism. You have seen that parallelism. Raise us up, raise us, raise, it's a verb, it's a pronoun, and it's a preposition. This is the group verb, and this is the word pronoun, and this is again preposition. So the structure is the same. So this is called a what? Parallelism. Okay. And you will get some other figures of this piece here as well. At the same time, what we have seen that there is number of visual images. What are the visual images? Stagnant waters. Stagnant water. It is obviously a visual image. When the word comes to our mind, we see that water pond where there is no motion current as well. Altar, mosque, temple, church, it comes to our mind, it's visual images. Then sword, either the original sword or the army comes to our mind, picture as a picture, so it's a visual images. Pen, it's a pen, so it's a visual images. At the same time, whenever I say that it's a intellectual one or the educated one or literary figures, so these are the visual images. Number of visual images you will see. Okay. Fireside, heroic wealth, and these are okay. But you cannot say that selfish man is a visual image. Selfishness, it cannot be seen. That can be only felt. We can feel whether you are. We can realize whether you are a selfish one or not through your activities. It cannot be seen. So is it clear what is the visual images here? Visual images means the images which refers to the picture, clear picture to us. Now next, assisted. So how many lines are there? You have seen that 6 lines. Okay, and you can yourself identify the rhyme scheme of the assisted as well. And all the rhymes are written in iambic pentameter. Thy soul was like a star. Thy soul, it's a simile. It's a simile. Like here, soul is compared to a star. So two different objects are compared to each other with a link up with what? Like or as. And dwelt apart. So there is a caesura as well. You have to pause there. You have to stop there. Thou hadst a voice which sound was like the sea. Another simile we have got. Another sound. Sound was like the sea. And remember here, thou hadst a voice whose sound was here. The sound was like the sea. Sea is at the same time it's a visual image and auditory images. What? Because the voice sound creates the wave of the sea, creates a sound as well. Pure as the naked heavens, majestic, free. So didst thou travel on life common where. So we want to live a life that is the very common, no complex life as well. In cheerful godliness, and yet thy heart. You have seen that there are some other caesuras as well. Okay, what is in cheerful godliness, and yet thy heart the lowliest duties on herself did die. Now question to you, what type of tone have you got here? What type of tone have you got here? Is a happiest tone? Expectation, no?
Or requesting.
We must say that this is a word melancholic tone. Because his heart is full of grief. Heart full of grief. Griefness is there. Obviously he urges, he requests, and he expects. But through the expectation of why he expects we can expect for two reasons. Whenever we are happy, we can expect more. Whenever we are in suppression or dissatisfaction, in that time we can also expect someone else, okay, something else. So here he is expecting obviously, but with a grief, with a melancholic heart. That's why you can say that the tone of the poem is melancholic. Obviously, what type of sonnet it is? Already we have mentioned that this is Petrarchan sonnet. Whatever poem is it, you must say that it is a Petrarchan sonnet because there are two portions. The first 8 line is called octave and the rhyme scheme it is followed strictly. And there is a sisted as well. Okay. And is there any illusion? Have you got any illusion?
Yes, sir.
Obviously. Milton is an illusion. What type of illusion is it? Literary or historical illusion we can say.
Sir,
Yes sir, please.
can I say that it's a sad tone?
Sad tone, obviously melancholic tone, sad tone, great tone, these are the similar synonymous. So on tonight you actually know the phrases you can read yourself as well. The diction, we must see the diction. There were a lot of obsolete words because this was written when in 18th. How to understand for someone who isn't familiar with this? Have you got any obsolete word? Obsolete word means what? In a poem, in a class I have mentioned. What does it mean by obsolete word? The words which are not used nowadays.
Yes.
Have you got any such a words here?
Yes, sir. Thou,
Thee. These type of words are obsolete words. Okay. Next one, connotations. Altar is the church, sword is the military, pen is the literature, and fireside is home. Already we have mentioned that. Tone and mode. Wordsworth uses a melancholy tone and the sad theme to show how London is facing many problems at the age of William Wordsworth. So it indicates that most of the critics, or we can, after reading the poem, we can say that this is the melancholic tone. This poem creates a sad mode. Obviously, it creates whenever you have lost everything else, you have nothing else, so you are sad one. You are sad one, obviously. Wordsworth doesn't use any irony. There is no irony. He states directly. He states directly the condition of contemporary England. This poem makes you sad because the people are in need of John Milton, who was a great writer and a person as well. Okay. Next, rhetorical situation. The poet is speaking to another poet whose name is John Milton, and he has died, and he wishes that John was still alive and that his work helped bring England together. The reader, overhearing the poet, is speaking about John Milton and England. Then figurative language. First of all, we have already mentioned that there are some similes as well. One example is here. A voice whose sound was like the sea, pure as the naked winds. Pure as, it's connected with the like or as. Okay. Thy soul was like a star. Another metaphor. She is a pane of stagnant water. There is no light. She is a pane of stagnant water. It's a run-on line. At the same time, it is a what? Metaphor as well. Because here England or London is compared directly with what? It is called with stagnant waters. Okay, that's why it is a metaphor. Imagery. The hadst voice sound was like the sea. Already we mentioned that it is an auditory voice is there. Pure as the naked heavens and majestic, free, etc. These are the images. Imagery continued. We have mentioned these things. Then the rhyme scheme of the rhyme, pain, however, etc. 1 to 8, A, B, B, A, and the 9 to 14. I mean the last 6 lines are C, D, D, E, C, E. You have seen that. The rhyme of the the rhyme scheme of the sisted is not regular. It's irregular. Already I have been saying in Petrarchan sonnet, the octave must follow the regular rhyme scheme, but the sisted need not follow the regular rhyme scheme. It is one of the example. Okay. Next, no alliteration. Maybe you may not have got any alliteration actually.
Yes.
Obviously, raise up round, etc. But these are the far away. To be an alliteration, you know that the word must be repeated and must be used very close to each other. Okay, when there is a long gap, that should not be treated as an alliteration. No many hearts or what? These rhetoric words. Poem is serious, so there really isn't anything pleasing. 14 line sonnet, free verse, and such a iambic pentameter. Obviously, it is iambic pentameter. You need not this one. So these are the questions already we have provided to you and you have answered. These are the questions. So do you have any questions? If you have any questions, you can ask me now regarding the poem. Is there any ambiguity to you now about on London 1802? It's a very simple point. Every explanation is given directly, okay? So thank you everyone.